Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to episode 67 of Jagiland. I hope it's 67. I think I've got that right. On the last episode, we worked on, I worked on, me did the working on this section here of the castle. Castle? Church? This intro's all over the place already. Okay, and as you can see, I have done a little teeny bit of work on it since then. I've added in these colours, and I don't know. I really don't know about these colours. People suggested that I tried to add a little bit of colour. I don't know. So this is the main stained glass window. I don't really know what to do, so essentially I've gone for yellow and orange at the top to represent the sun, light blue for the sky, regular blue for, I don't know, sea, and then green at the bottom for like earth and land, and then a bit of lime for my tequila, I guess. And it's I don't know if it works. I really don't know. I did it a little bit randomly, so maybe that's not helping. Is it just too much? I wanted it like kind of subtle, and this is not really that subtle, especially around this area, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now, and then once we finish the build, then decide if that works or not. I think that's probably the best option. Alright guys, so for today, how dare you, good sir? Oh god, this place looks dangerous. Yes, I realise I'm not using my sword. It's fine. It's fine. Give me the XP. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the inside. Nothing too spectacular just yet. But hopefully there will be. So today we are working on... I keep saying I am working on the towers for this section. And I've got a bit of a design worked out for this. I don't know how successful it's actually going to be. But hopefully we can make this work. Oh, I really like that you get a sort of a little sneak peek of Newton Heath over there. For those of you that don't know, Newton Heath is a reference to my beloved Manchester United. That is, was it the original name of the team or the place where they actually played football? And I didn't know. They actually print the word Newton Heath on the shirts, which is really cool. It's on the inside of the collar. I never knew that when I started building that, so nice little callback reference there. Why not? Okay, so let's start here. We're going to do a fair amount of building on camera again. Why not? I've been doing that quite a lot recently. Okay, we're going to change this up. We're not going to have this the same completely anyway. Okay, so we're just going to go with a basic column setup, and then so that one's facing that away. Let's face it that away, and then hopefully in fact, let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, well, that probably won't be there ultimately, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, yeah, I think that might work. There's been a lot of sort of finicky little things. Have I just made that word up? I don't know. Little things like joining sections together. That's been a lot of the sort of more difficult work for this. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope I've got that correct. I think I have. And then how does that work? Okay, so I have a screenshot in front of me. It's not a particularly great one as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that there. So that will line up with there. Or there. I don't know. We'll just have to work this out and see how it turns out in the end. Okay, so yeah, I'll polish down the side, and then some of this. And my inventory is insane right now, like usual. I've hopefully got all the blocks I need for today, though. What's been happening recently for me? Okay, so I missed the stair off the top. That's fine. Game of Thrones. I really love Game of Thrones. I'm a massive fan, and it just finished. Season 7 just finished, and it was amazing. The season finale was really impressive. I thought. I need to figure out how to do this, and I can't do it while speaking to you. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Okay. I think that'll do. And then we'll stick that in the middle. That might work out. Okay, and then we'll have some sort of column. I haven't really worked out anything for that. Yeah, Game of Thrones ended season 7, and I've loved the whole of the entire season, which is very strange for me. Like, normally I find myself a little bit bored with certain episodes, you know, just like where they're not really doing too much, just trying to fill in sort of gaps for the characters and things like that. But this season has just been absolutely amazing all the way through, in my opinion. So that's been very welcome. Of course, it's been a shorter season. It's been like longer episodes, but a shorter actual general season. But I think that's really worked in their favour. This is one show where I think they've had maybe like season 5 was a little bit sort of not as exciting as the others. As you may know, by the way, I'm just going to talk about what we're doing here. I'm going to bring in the cross icon from that I've used over there. Yeah, so season 5 had a little bit of a lull, but in general, the quality of every season has been particularly high, which is very strange for certain series. You find like things like what's the one I'm trying to think of in my brain? Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead, but you know, it's just not how it's not the same anymore. Like, it probably should have wrapped up a little bit ago, quite frankly. Even though they have the character of Negan in there now, and he's just an amazing character played by is it Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is an actor I really, really rate very highly. Okay, so do I not have any smooth stone? Damn it. Okay, well, I'm going to have smooth stone in there, and then yeah, I'm going to throw in the cross icon, and then do the same on this side, and then I want to throw in a little bit details for these corners and things. But first, I gotta sleep. Just gotta grab some cracked stone bricks from here, and what was I saying? Yes, while Walking Dead has probably gone on too long and the quality has not always been consistent, I always felt that Game of Thrones has been, like I said, apart from the sort of lull of season 5, has been very consistently just great quality TV, writing, characters, everything. Okay, so where's my crap? There. Okay, and then at the top, and yeah, okay, at the top. Okay, so this section isn't anything new. This is just the same as what we had around the backside. Where is it? Thank you. Oh god. Okay. That's quick. Okay, so again, nothing new, but something I mentioned when I was doing... I'm going way too far just to make a point. When I mentioned doing this section here, I did that log straight up, and you know, no deviation, and it was just wrong. It was too straight, and I've left it in because it kind of works over there. But over here, I wanted to do something different. So for that section up, as you can see, I have brought these in, and then we're gonna go in there. So we're just bringing that in one block, and hopefully that's gonna help us. For these sections here, these corners, they looked a little bit dull. So what I'm going to do is just throw in some of these and figure out how to do them properly. Okay, and then I think if I mirror those on this side, it should look okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe that sort of mirroring there looks a little bit weird. I don't know. Maybe I could just change that up somehow a little bit. Maybe even just change them to oak. Do I have oak on me? I do. So, yeah, okay, let's try that. Where's my axe? There. Where's my scaffolding block? Yes, okay, so we'll change that to oak and just see what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's subtle change. It doesn't really make much difference. I may just play around with that later on. Okay, but that kind of works. And as you can see, just on the corners here, I've just clipped these stairs because it looks a little bit bulky if I carried the stairs on. So, you know, that It looks a little bit strange being, you know, different around this corner to that one, but I like it. I do actually like that. I can maybe even throw in some buttons there or something like that just to change things up a little bit. Okay, so let's move on to the top section. And this is actually going to be 2 bell towers, so they are actually going to have bells in them. And in fact, let me talk about that. The actual bells themselves, I don't know what blocks I'm going to use because I tried gold and it's just way too in your face. And yes, that was my phone going off. That's as usual for these episodes. My girlfriend talking about her cat, if you're really that interested. Okay, so random. What we got here? So let's go for cobble, and for the center we would normally use chisel stone brick. Let's go with some andesite this time instead. Okay, andesite, cobble, double slab, and then that, and that I think should do. And then on the inside here, I would like to use logs. I do have logs, very good. I was panicking for a second there. And, you know, this is just to add in that extra bit of contrast. You can't really see from up here. Let me figure out where this goes. So it's on that block. Yeah, because I felt we're getting a little towards the territory of way too much stone use, and it's just looking a little bit grey and dull and boring. So I thought if we throw in some of the oak logs, and then I'm going to use some spruce stairs and things to create a kind of pattern, I think we can get it looking okay. Right, okay, so let me jump in here and start working out something. Yeah, I see. I did a design for this and I wasn't happy with it, but I didn't really do anything to change it. So this could be interesting. Okay, I'm actually thinking maybe one idea I had was to throw in a central pillar up to there. Now, I don't know how this is going to look with a chisel stone brick in the middle of a log, but we can try. We can try. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. What if we have something like that, and then we have these spaces here to play with? In fact, let's just we'll get some stairs, and let me just lean across to my screenshot. Okay. Okay, so I've kind of done a little funky pattern like that, and then I think like that. And then further, like, not like that. Okay, let's just try that. And then for the top, I think maybe that. What do they have under here? Okay. Like that. Okay, so why do I keep using that instead of the shovel? The shovel's on the wrong button, that's why. The shovel should be number 3, and the axe should be number 4. I wonder, is anyone else like they have to have the tools in the exact same places for them to work properly in their brain? Because I do. Okay, I mean, that's looking a little bit plain, but I can throw in some extra details to that, and that will help it out quite a lot, I think. So, I mean, cobble walls are always good. I feel like we need to add in some more stone colours to this, so let's just throw in some of those. Yeah, and I'd like to try oak fences, I think. Okay, so there, well, I don't know if I need to go to the top really, but okay, do I have any iron bars on me? I do, very good. One block, like so. It's looking a little plain in the middle, isn't it? Oh, some trapdoors. Yes. Okay. Like that. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. I actually don't mind that. It's quite ornate with this stair design. It's got the oak logs and these spruce fences, these spruce stairs that I wanted to add in that extra contrast. I like that. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is I can pretty much finish this tower up to that point around this side as well. Then in the middle here we're going to have an entrance into the church, the chapel, the cathedral, and then yeah, we'll leave building the other tower until later on. All right, I actually think I need to gather some more blocks before I can carry on. So I'll just go do that and then get back to you. Alright, so I've got a few more blocks here and I'm actually going to start working on the top of the tower. As you can see, I don't know what part I got up to last time, but I have completed the top section here. Now I haven't actually worked on anything around this side just yet, because I don't know quite how the entrance is going to fit together, so yeah, probably should have worked on that on creative, but I didn't, so there. If my voice sounds a little bit different, I'm sorry, but I have just had a massive coughing fit, and now my throat is killing me, quite frankly, during the break. That sort of happened. I've been feeling pretty ill lately, and I guess it's just come back to me, which is just great. Okay, so let's do a little bit of work here. Now, there has actually been some big news. Well, I think of it as big news anyway, in the sort of Minecraft YouTube world. How am I going to do this? I'm just thinking. Okay, let's go with... Okay, I don't really know, but let's just trust some instincts here and throw some blocks together. We're going to do 2 pillars here, and then this is actually going to be the bell tower. And I want to kind of open windows, like windows without glass in them. Okay, let's just play around. Let's just play around and see what happens. In fact, I'm actually going to go for some cracked stone bricks. Yes, so quite big news. Is that right? Just trust yourself. Okay, quite big news in that B00 100 on YouTube, as he would say, has decided to stop some of his series. In fact, he's actually stopped Fullcraft a little bit ago, and now he's also stopped Hermitcraft and also Building with B00, which is quite distressing, I have to say, because Building with B00 is one of the sort of most influential series that I watch for Minecraft anyway, and I don't quite understand where he's coming from with this stoppage. I'm going to be quite cynical and suggest that it's probably to do with the changes that YouTube have made with their the content that they are allowing you to monetize has changed a little bit. I didn't really think his content would be affected, but it probably has if this is happening. It's quite scary. It is quite scary. What he's decided to do instead of making YouTube videos is he's going to stream. And he's going to attempt to stream in a sort of full-time basis for a little while. So, yeah, new horizons, I guess, for B00. What have I got here? And the site, and then I'll go... Yeah, let's do this quite flat. So let's go with some smooth stone here. I've seen quite a few of his streams before, and I have to say... he gets distracted very easily, so if he is playing Minecraft in his streams, I wouldn't really count on there being that much progress per stream, which is... well, it's just a huge shame. It really is. You know, his series is one of my favourite things to watch on YouTube at the moment. Him along with Mumbo Jumbo, who is someone that I didn't really used to watch. I didn't really enjoy his content for a long time, and... he has just sort of switched up the quality of his videos, I think, in the past year or so, and he's he's gained a huge following since then. He's over I think he's over 1.5 million subscribers at the moment, so doing rather well with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this up now because I'm feeling that this is too tall and the roof is gonna start way too high. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's change this up a little bit by just flattening things about here. We'll do a central pillar. I don't really know what kind of pillar, but we're going to shorten it a little bit. Like to there, I think looks pretty good. Yeah, and we'll top it off with this. So this is actually going to be the window where you can see the bell on the inside. And I don't actually know what blocks to make the bell out of because, like I said before, I believe I mentioned earlier on in the episode that I tried making the bell out of gold blocks in creative, and that did not work at all. It looks pretty ridiculous, I have to say. Okay, I need a way to beef up this. I need a way to start another pillar or some extra decoration on this pillar here. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw some blocks together. Okay, and then I will use some andesite, and I think we can start coming outwards now. Using some stairs. There. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, what I might have to actually do is, because I'm changing my design, I'm probably going to go just off camera a second and just work a few things out and then come back to you when I've made some progress. Okay, so I have finished the top sections now, and that's what it looks like. Really bad view. You know, I actually really like this. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do about the bell specifically, but I'm sure I can come up with something. I was thinking maybe dark prismarine, because it has a sort of dark iron kind of look to it. Maybe that's something to think about anyway. I probably should have got to the top actually to show you just the ridges at the top. In fact, I will. Let's get to the top. Okay, so as you can see, I've just done a really basic sort of design for the top. I was going to put an actual roof on it, but I think really if we leave this as these sort of battlements kind of thing, maybe that'll look okay. I may end up swapping it out and putting an actual spruce roof of some sort, like pointy kind of fantasy style roof on it. Alright, but let me get down to the bottom, because what we're going to work on now is the actual entrance. And oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Alright, so the entrance. This is going to be a bit funky because I don't really know how it's going to fit in. I don't know how it's going to connect to the roof. I don't know. I wanted like some sort of window on this side as well above the entrance, so we're going to have to figure out something for that as well. This might end up being a little bit funky, like I said. So what we're going to do is, instead of having this sort of 5 wide section, we're actually going to shorten that quite a bit. I presume the standard thing will work here, and then I can do that. So we're actually going to have just the 1, 2, 3 wide instead. You know, we'll see how this goes. Can I connect that like I do normally? Probably not, actually, because I think I'm going to have the entrance coming there. Okay, so let's just start just placing some blocks from a screenshot and see how it goes. So we have 1, 2, 3, and a thing there. Okay, so the actual entrance is right here. We're going to use some smooth stone slabs and some cobblestone. You may notice that I have really stretched this build out over, what is this, the 3rd video on it now, but in all honesty, I like the pacing of this. I like doing it this way, so I'm not too worried about that, quite frankly. This might be a little bit weird having this sort of strange alcove here, but I'm sure we can figure something out eventually. I'm actually going to do a little trick here. No, I'm not. Nope. All I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that away, and I think that should look quite funky, and also just fill in that gap. So that's the main So that's going to have to be like that. Am I okay with that? I think I am. As long as I make sure I do it the same on this side, that's okay. Okay, so we're going to use the... Do I not... Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say, do I not have any? That will do for now. Okay, so we're going to have the diorite thing. Now, I was thinking about having some sort of spiral staircase going up to a point here. I don't know. And that would mean that I would have to start this sort of there. When actually I need it there. So that's not going to work. Let's just get rid of that. I haven't taken a screenshot from a very good angle here. So we're just going to have to guess what I'm doing here. I like adding in the diorite. It's a block that I never ever use. Essentially, I can't remember if I used it anywhere else at all. Oh, I've used it in the stonemason building in Spawn. One of the buildings that I'm still not entirely sure about. I'm just gonna do it to that point there for now, and then just leave it. Okay. This you know this. See, now, normally, I would start the next build. Have I just got some cobblestone yet? The next column, would start there. And then it leaves a 2 gap here. That feels weird. But that does mean I can actually start a column there as well. Okay, I think I can work that into the build that I've already started. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw in some blocks and make a kind of arch here. And I need to make sure that I add some contrast because we're lacking that. So I'm going to need to use some spruce stairs and also some oak logs. So I think we're going to go like that. So to the side you will have this thing. And I think the logs will carry on over the arch as if the wood is almost supporting the stone frame. That doesn't really make much sense, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so I'm just going to go off camera again and just do a fair bit of work because I need to move this video on. Alright, so I've almost finished up the entrance here. All I want to do is just add a few tiny little details. In this gap at the top there, I'm actually going to throw some glowstone in. And close that up, see what that looks like. I think it should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. And then I'm actually going to throw some down here as well. Just to, you know, change it up a little bit. I was thinking maybe I could use lanterns instead, but I actually haven't got any lanterns in this particular area, so... yeah. I don't mind that. I think it looks okay. I don't know if I've maybe gone a little bit overboard with the trapdoors. I haven't actually kept up to date with the new textures that they're working on. I don't know if they have changed the trapdoors, but I really do think they should. The holes in them in particular are just very frustrating to me. If they could at least close them up, that would help me a lot. I mean, BOO has changed the trapdoors so that it is literally just this section of a spruce door, and they look, well, far better. So I think this would probably do something similar to that, in my opinion. But, you know, we'll see. I've actually liked most of the changes they've done to everything else, but like I said, I haven't actually kept up with them, so I don't know what other things they've done. I'm actually going to try some up here as well. Let's try them that away. And see what we get here. Now, it might look a bit funky with it not connected to the stair, but it should be okay, I think. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see from this side anyway, so I don't suppose it matters that much. I actually quite like that contrast, so that could work. Yeah. I do think I need a little cobblestone wall underneath here. Yeah, just to finish it off. I like that. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to finish building this tower around that edge maybe, and see how I can link it into a little window at the top, and then also build the tower here as well, just before I finish the video. Alright guys, so that is it. That's that tower finished off. As far as I can go for now, I actually can't do what I wanted to do, whereas I wanted to put a window in up here. Okay, just made it. I wanted to put a window in here, but I don't know how the roof is going to connect, and I don't know where these two sections are going to end up, so I'm just going to have to leave it for now, and just hope it all connects in the end. This all looks a little bit messy here, but I'm actually going to have another layer of blocks on here, so, you know, I can do some sort of fancy path work or something like that. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Get rid of you. Can I make it? Well done. Skills. I got them. As I was actually doing that, I actually watched BWO's first stream, funnily enough. But he wasn't playing Minecraft, he was playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is a game that I like the look of, but I'm bound to be terrible at. So I just haven't tried it. I'm actually trying a new game with the weekend, which I'm thinking maybe I might share with you guys. I don't know. It depends whether I'm actually any good at it. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention it. I'm not even going to say any more than that. Anyway, I have to wrap up the episode here because I think I might have gone a little bit over long, but that's okay. I'm sure you guys won't mind that much. I got quite a lot of progress done here because this is sort of one of the more intricate sections of the build. All I've got left to do now is I have to do this whole side, of course, which is not going to be this repeated. It's actually going to be, you know, some sort of different shape and that to it because I want something slightly different. And then, well, we've got the entire roof section for this tower, and then the roof section for here. We're actually going to have some windows going across that sort of area there, about 5 blocks up from this, and then there'll be a balcony here, and then there's the whole interior to do. I realise I've spent, is this my third video on this now? I might break it up. I might go do something else in between that, but you know, I'm just having fun with this build. I'm really enjoying doing this one, so that's why I'm kind of taking my time with it, you know, just chilling, just enjoying it. Alright guys, I'm afraid I've run out of time for today, so if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.